The last year and a half has been a whirlwind of emotions, to say the least, for fans of System of a Down. This is no fault of their own, because the band had spent some time teasing that a new album could be in the works, posting photos from the studio, and for a time it seemed like it was actually going to happen. This came more than a decade after the band released 2 albums in 1 year, Mesmerize and Hypnotize, something that felt like centuries for hardcore fans of the band. Unfortunately, those that were hoping to get new music from System were very disappointed to learn that communication within the band had broke down, as it centered around what to do creatively with new music. Also, there was a notable financial dispute between members over songwriting and production credits, which reportedly go in large numbers to guitarist Daron Malakian. Last month, we even saw a trading of jabs between members of System of a Down, with guitarist Daron Malakian squarely pointing the finger at Serj Tankian, the band's frontman, who responded with a statement of his own. Instead of deflecting responsibility, he did indeed take responsibility, admitting that he was the person who had held up the process for all these years, but he did explain his reasons, saying that he wanted members of the band essentially to be equal contributors and be equally compensated, but this had been something that they just can't come to terms with. This led Daron to use the songs that he had written for System of a Down for his solo project, Scars on Broadway. Although System of a Down have refrained from recording new music, they have played periodic live performances, a few a year, which certainly leaves much more to be desired from the fans, and in fact, they barely play any shows in the US. For those wondering why that is, why System of a Down barely performs together live, guitarist Daron Malakian is now talking about the reasons why the band has held back on performing live. In a new interview with Metal Hammer, he was asked about what the future held for System of a Down, and of course we basically know the answer, but it is noteworthy to say what he said. He talked about being in System of a Down, we're not enemies. There's nobody in the band saying, I can't be in the same room with that guy. It's nothing like that. It's more about creative differences on how I want to move forward and how certain other members want to move forward. We just can't come to an agreement on that. Speaking on why the band is rarely seen performing in the US, he said, we enjoy doing the live thing and we enjoy playing those songs. Everyone was just kind of on the same page with the live stuff, but not on the same page with the album stuff. I'm the only one in the band who doesn't have kids, and I'm the only one who's not married. So when we play, we don't go on these year-long tours. We do 3 weeks a month in Europe or a couple of weeks in the States in October. It's just enough for us to get out there and play and have a good time, and then for everyone to come back home to their families and not be gone too long. Malakian also spoke about his favorite System of a Down riff. While it's difficult to pick any singular riff that you've written, he did point squarely to Aerials, saying that it wasn't so much the riff, but it was that dark mood that the song set. He said, Aerials always stands out as a song that I wrote that I'm really proud of. It's not the most riffy song, but I like the mood that Aerials sets. I'm also proud of BYOB. It's got a really interesting arrangement where it's got kind of a Motorhead drive to it in the beginning and then turns into a funkadelic chorus. For now, fans of System of a Down will not be getting a new album anytime soon. It's been more than a decade, and now it's safe to wonder if we're ever going to get new music from the band. That's all for now. Don't forget to subscribe to Rockfeed with notifications on. You can also become an official member of Rockfeed and get a verified badge next to your name in the YouTube comments. If you're in a band, we'll also play your music on a live monthly podcast, and fans of Rockfeed can also participate in that monthly Q&A. And for those who are into that sort of thing, you can also get custom metal emojis in the YouTube comments. Thank you so much for choosing Rockfeed. Keep it locked, and we'll see you all very soon.